Well, hey, health warriors. Good morning. Welcome to day 7 of our free 7-day challenge. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you being part of this journey of body, mind, spirit, and emotion, and awakening the fifth element that we are. So just a quick little recap of what we've done this week. We spent our time learning about the products, learning about the Ayurvedic doshas and how to live a more holistic life with our personnel body type that we learned through the Ayurvedic way of understanding our Vata, Pitta, or Kapha, and then figuring out what seasons that we're in, what organs we're in. So really getting a holistic view of this body and this being, and understanding, how we can best work in the matrix with this being. How our digestion works best, if we're fire or if we're water or if we're air. So it's such a great way to learn more about yourself. So knowing thyself is holistically understanding how the body works is just it's life-changing, because once you understand how to feed your body well, then you can really look at how to master the mind and master, our thoughts, master our programs, create new programs and patterns in our body and our system. So yeah, here we are, day 7. It is the 15th of January. We are just the beginning of the new year. We're still winter, so we're moving from Vata season to Kapha. I'm just thinking I'm gonna just maybe do that. No? How's that? So yeah,
Sure,
so
it's up
just
to you.
let's just spend a couple minutes and just get into our breath, because it's always great to have that moment in the morning when you wake up and just get into the body with the breath. So closing our eyes and really raising our shoulders up and down, taking a deep breath in. So inhaling, filling the body up with white light, all the way up to the top of the body, top of the head, bringing your arms up above your body, and exhaling with an ah. Deep inhale, filling the body all the way up, lifting the arms up, and exhaling with an ah. You got it. Let's do this 5 more times. So inhaling, arms up, exhaling with an ah. Right on. A few more times. Really good. Open up the body, bring in the breath. Ah. 2 more times, rolling those shoulders up, bringing the arms up, looking up, extending, expressing. Ah. Last time, inhaling all the way up. Ah. That's nice. Let's just roll our shoulders a little bit here. There we go. That feels nice. And turning our head from side to side. Really getting into that neck, stretching and relaxing. Yeah, there we go. Really important to get in the body through conscious movement. There we go. Coming back to center, looking up and down. Inhaling as you look up. Exhaling as you look down. Coming back to center, drawing the shoulders up and down. And then again, looking from side to side, just to feel the neck loosening up and getting softer. You got it. So coming back to center. So let's do a couple of eye exercises. So taking the eye and looking up and going around in a circle like a clock, and looking very deeply to the sides, to the top, to the side, Where do your eyes feel tight? Where do you feel the tension? I know for me, I feel a bit of tension on the bottom left, top left. Yeah, there we go. So doing those circles, let's go 10 times one way. I'll go 10 times the other way. Going around in a circle. Gentle smile helps to relax the ego. And coming into center and then going the other way. So the other direction. Paying attention to the sore spots, the eyes. You got it. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. So clapping your hands together, rubbing vigorously, activating some chi in the hands, and then putting that heat right on the palm of your hand, right on your eyes, and inhaling. And then kind of washing your face with that chi energy, washing your hair, and just giving that beautiful energy all over your body, giving yourself a little chi wash, and then getting that energy, that stale old energy out, and just feeling that light body awakening. Beautiful. So coming into a bit of a prayer, so bringing your hands together and bowing to yourself and just feeling deep gratitude for how you're showing up for yourself right now. How you are loving yourself, putting yourself first, awakening thyself, learning how to know and understand who you are in a holistic way, and how amazing it is that we have the capacity and the consciousness and the ability to self-adjust and have self-awareness, and just feeling the gratitude that we have chosen the awakening path and the journey to awaken and continue to awaken and chip away and remember who we are. So just holding deep space of just, we're doing so great, feeling gratitude, feeling compassion, feeling understanding, and just feeling excited for what we have the ability to create in this body, mind, spirit, and emotion, in this avatar at this time, with our souls as our guide. Oh, it's amazing to share this journey with you. Thank you so much for showing up and being an inspiration to ourselves and to others. Deep breath in, relaxing, breathing out, bringing your hands down. Yeah, so let's just spend a few minutes and do some exercises. I don't know if you want to, I can take the camera. If you want to get on the camera, how's that? Up to you. So coming in to a standing position that works for you, doing a bit of super brain yoga. So taking your left hand on right ear, right hand on left ear, opening up the legs and doing some nice deep squats. So inhale, exhale, squeezing the glutes at the top. So doing this at your own pace about 30 times. Feeling where it's tight, feeling where it's tense. Just adding in some depth into the hips. You got it. Squeezing those ears, activating those pressure points. You got it. Trying to keep a straight spine, sinking into those hips. Feeling your feet on the ground, pressing into the ground. You got it. Feeling alive, feeling the breath going in and out of your body. Feeling your muscles being activated, feeling the oxygen in your body. That's about 10. You got it. Super brain yoga, balancing up the left and right hemispheres, activating your body, energizing your system. And let's go 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, big squeeze on the ears, 2, and 1. Dropping the arms, shaking them out a bit, and then bringing the knee to elbow. This just helps us really get connected with our left and right brain, helping with our coordination, our balance, increasing the blood flow and the oxygen. So really trying to bring that knee up. Awesome. So you can probably feel it, or because we've been doing this for the last few days, feeling a little more flexible, feeling a little stronger, being able to control your balance a bit more. Awesome. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Shake it out. And moving into a bit of Qigong. So thinking about that heavy hand and that fist hitting right on that kidney, giving it that love, that pressure, maybe seeing a blue light, which is very healing and powerful to the kidney. The sound is C-H-O-O-O. So in Qigong, they say breathe white light into the kidneys, and then using the sound to release, and seeing gray or anything that isn't serving your body coming out of your mouth and letting it go. So inhale, filling up the kidneys, even putting a blue light in your kidneys. And then releasing with the. So 3, 2, 1, and moving up to the lung, giving it a pretty solid hit up there. The lungs are all about grief. On the negative, and the positive is courage. So transmuting grief to courage, letting that go, seeing that white light energy, feeling those lungs fill up with oxygen and white light energy, seeing all the negative release. And the sound for the lungs is like a snake, S. So inhale, releasing with a S. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then moving up to the top of the shoulder here, large intestine area. You got it. Feeling good, feeling alive, feeling tension being released in the body. This is a nice massage on the outside of the body, and then also massaging the intestines. So let's just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then moving down to the lungs, cascading down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then ending on the kidneys, just feels nice and relaxed now. Feeling supportive, feeling grounded, such a nice feeling of presence. There you go, you got it. Nice, letting the arms hang and just feeling how the body is just buzzing. Feels nice. So let's do a couple of lunges. So stepping back into a lunge and just making sure that that knee doesn't go over that toe. So using your arms for a bit of balance. We'll just do 10 on each side. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Awesome. Just doesn't take much, right? And you start to feel your muscles getting activated, feeling better. So grab maybe a sip of water and let's just do one round of plank. For 1 minute. Feeling the heat, feeling the energy move, right? All right. So when you're ready, and I should get my, anyway, we'll just have to guess. I don't have my stopwatch on me, but.
If not, I'll
yeah,
one
minute.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like the yellow. You're rocking the yellow.
Oh, thanks.
Good, man.
So just give me a second here.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay, yeah, whenever. So okay,
so let's go.
5 seconds. So
2, 1.
Yeah.
And up into plank. So pulling up your mula bandha, straightening your back, drawing your shoulders away from your ears, breathing, holding, pulling up the mula bandha helps, dropping your glute down.
$30 seconds.
Nice, thank you. Engaging your abs. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Nice. Excellent.
A minute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So coming down, relaxing, sitting. So another thing you can do while if you have a yoga mat or something, I don't know if you have a yoga mat there, but just on the floor, but it is something that's really good if you're in front of your computer a lot, you know, just really getting the energy. A lot of people suffer with arthritis or wrist issues and things like that. So just rocking back and forth, side to side, and really getting some energy into your wrists, and then turning your fingers towards your knees and just moving back and forth, getting the energy flow into your wrists. And then bringing your weight down onto your legs and turning your hands upside down, so the back of your hands, so moving slowly, your weight is in your legs, and you're just gently massaging and exercising your wrists and your hands, and then turning them from side to side and gently going side to side. And then trying to put your pinkies together and holding that. Awesome. Yeah, it's great to just keep, because we do use our arms quite a bit. All right, excellent. Good job. I mean, we could spend more time doing some exercises, but right, we didn't really set up a space for that, I think. Yeah, so little review of just making sure, so having your hot water and lemon in the morning, and then making sure you get some sort of you know, if you do have kefir, I do recommend having kefir with a bit of fat. Is really nice to have that in the morning. And if you're someone that wants to burn some extra fat in your body, then you can start doing the intermittent fasting. So that's something you can do between 12 and 4 or 12 to 6 is really when you have your food for the day, and then just not having food for the rest of the day. So it kind of depends where your body is at. For me, I just naturally fast. It's just always what I do. And our fire is the highest between 12 and 2. So that's when we really want to consider when we're having our biggest meal, then just trying to steer away from eating our biggest meal after 7. It's just it can be such a habit. Like I was just at someone's house last night and they were eating at 8 o'clock. And like that's a bit much, right? So just if you're going to eat a heavy meal late at night, just know that your system is going to have a hard time digesting it. Most people, like we talked about, have between 5 and 50 pounds of undigested fecal matter, because you think about how long the intestines are. This old stuff that's hard to digest or hard to break down and assimilate, really can bog down your body, right, and just fill up your bowels with bugs and things like that. So it's really important to keep the gut clean. And something I love sharing with people, which I know you've participated in, it's really important to understand to clean the body out, and not only having enzymes with your meals and making sure you're getting a lot of fiber and stuff. We need about 35 grams of fiber a day, but doing enemas and having, doing a coffee enema maybe at least once a week, if you can get in the habit of doing that, is just so great. And making sure you're getting a lot of the water. So making sure you're drinking water. A lot of people don't like to drink water. So in Ayurveda, they teach, make sure it's warm, having room temperature or hot water, adding something in there to make it tasty. And the other thing to do is, if you do have the wand does help to make the water taste better. It's more like, I don't even know what the word is, but it's just it's like your body can absorb it more, becomes like softer, more palatable, malleable. I don't know. So it just, and you'll notice that you'll be able to drink more water, because we're mostly water, right? We have to understand that our bodies, we are mostly water. We need more water to flush out toxins, to hydrate our bodies, and remembering that our bodies cannot really absorb water unless we have minerals. So that's why the Genesis is such a great product. So making sure you get Genesis in your water so your cells can take in more water, and even adding like a little pinch of a healthy salt, little Himalayan or a Celtic salt in there to help your body absorb more water really does make a difference. So another thing is, because remember we're moving, so we're in Vata season right now, which is dry, windy, airy, and it's just that time of the year, and we're moving pretty quickly here into Kapha season. So Kapha is end of winter and then moving into springtime. So remembering the dosha clock, so the time of the day when you get up, time of the day when you go to sleep, really affects your whole life. So whether you're Kapha, so they do say if you can wake up before 6 o'clock in the morning, then just do your best to get used to that. Just get the alarm on that is in the other room, so you're forced to get up and go and turn your alarm off, and then get into the habit of putting the kettle on, right, and then do the exercises. And remember, like I always teach that, and it's something that I've been doing for so many years, is just having a little altar. I've got my little altar over there, and I lit a candle about, 2 hours ago, and I ring a bell. So then you're like, okay, we made it. We're alive. One more day, we're alive. And then having a concept of that one day is like a whole year in your life. So you're waking up, you're like a baby, you're treating yourself very gently. We have making ourselves warm and comfortable, nourishing and nurturing ourselves, doing a bit of meditation, right? Getting into the heart, getting into the breath. And just really treating ourselves like we love ourselves, right? Being kind and gentle and taking care of ourselves first, and then having a little bit of a bit of meditation, and then a bit of exercise, and then the part that we were going to be doing a bit of covering today is our emotions, our emotional state. What are emotions? Energy and motion, right? So it's like how feelings versus emotions. I always think like our bodies are always talking to us. Our bodies never lie. So we're always getting feedback from our systems, right? So how are we feeling? Oh, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. But our emotions come from our mind. I mean, so it's like, so what's your emotional state? And like Anthony Robbins, he says, we're always looking to do state changes in our life. So are you able to, so it's not like, oh, I don't feel well today, or oh, I feel bad, I'm feeling off today. Well, it's not like your whole day has to be off. You can feel off in that one moment, and you can do certain things like we talked about, tapping. So that helps to move your emotional system, right? It helps to take the mind out of that reactive state and move into a proactive. So tapping to move the energy, So let's talk about emotions a bit. What are your thoughts on emotions and feelings and the opposite, right? So body versus mind, right?
Yeah. What are my thoughts about emotion? Well, okay, I always think spirit, emotion, mind, body. They're those four aspects.
Yeah.
Emotion. Actually, some people say like your heart itself is also like a brain.
Yeah.
So
First
and
brain.
yeah.
First brain, second brain, third brain, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, some people say that we buy things based on emotion, but we
Right.
use logic to justify that purchase. I've heard that mentioned in the marketing world.
Right.
Yeah, emotion is close to spirit and to intuition. So yeah, it's a key component of who you are. It's an aspect of who you are as a person.
And where do they come from, right? Where do they come from within us? It's energy, emotion, energy and motion, right? So our emotions are changing all the time, right? We're like sea urchins in the sea, and we're all just like flowing and moving because of how the chemicals and chemistry and everything that is happening in our body, right? Yeah, it's interesting. So like there's things we can do. State changes is what Anthony Robbins talks about. We're always looking for if you're in a bad mood, you just like, that's why doing the super brain yoga, doing that for like 5 minutes or less is just like, it doesn't even take 5 minutes, like 2 minutes, right? Just doing a state change literally changes your chemistry and changes your emotions.
Yeah.
Like what emotions are like clouds, they're always with us. What emotion do I want to feel?
Exactly.
But then it kind of becomes a mind over matter, right?
Yeah. I wasn't sure how much I want, like how much time you had, but yeah, with emotion, that's a deep dive. It can affect the other aspects of yourself and your life, and it can also be affected by the other aspects of yourself and your life. So yeah, if you change one thing, you change something else, right? Yeah. So, and also reminds me of like this past summer. We're deviating a tiny bit, but it's still related to what we're talking about.
That's okay. Yeah. Great to share.
But you know how? Okay, so it was a medical, or let's say a psychologist paradigm until recently that a lot of these people who are depressed and are prescribed SSRIs, there's this whole chemical imbalance theory in psychology, basically that people are depressed because of the brain is not producing enough serotonin or whatnot. But actually this past summer, a meta-analysis, like a study that looked at a whole bunch of studies, challenge that and suggest it's not true, that a person can be happy even if they have low levels of serotonin. And that's because like the whole basis for, I think, from what I'm not, I don't know this field too much, but my feeling is that the whole basis for prescribing people SSRIs and all these antidepressants was that the chemical imbalance, they were low on serotonin. But it turns out that it's not a strong correlation that if you're low on serotonin, you'll be depressed, because there could be some people who are low in serotonin and not depressed. So
Okay, right.
that paradigm is shattered. So I mean, I just brought that in because it's related to
Yeah,
emotion.
and another thing to even look at is like it's a lot of people suffer from SAD right now, this time of year. This is where most people do feel depressed out of the whole, if you think about it. Not that some people don't feel depressed no matter what the season is, but I find that even just having some extra vitamin D this time, making sure you're getting the K because that's what they need. And you know, just making, and then having like I had an orange, this is my body was just craving, and it just feels like sunshine when you eat like this is a season to actually have juicy type of fruits, because it's like you're eating liquid sunshine. But and I was just thinking about this, that like, because I went to a client's place last night and they're going to Mexico in a couple of days. And you know, like usually people before this, you know, the whole thing has been happening last couple, people have been traveling. I used to go to Mexico every winter, or Hawaii every winter, and have that. I definitely feel a little different. It's like a bit dark here on the West Coast, and especially up here where we are. So it's like really important to make sure we're keeping our serotonin and our vitamin D, like, and keeping those things high. And I actually installed a light in my room. I'm growing like a lemon trees right now. So I had to have that light around me. And then we have the wand. So like you have to bring sunshine into your life. Like that's why meditation is so important. Just having gratitude and tapping into our hearts and realizing that we're having this human experience, that our soul is like running the show and there's something greater here. It's important to create our own sunshine. And it makes me think about my mom, who's in a care home and she's on antidepressants. Like she's never been taken any, but she's been depressed off and on her whole life, right? So yeah, it's like serotonin is, we can create it ourselves, our inner, right?
Your body can create, definitely can create it. I mean, that's the way it is. I mean, the SSRIs are just, it's, I don't know if they are serotonin or I think they try and get your body to create serotonin.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
a healthy person can create it without, you know.
Exactly. We can generate it from inside, going, you know, just, you know, talking with friends and going to the gym and going for a walk in nature. This is one of the biggest things that's so important. I know that when even though it's raining and it's cold right now, just bundle up and go for a walk. It just changes you, because nature is just so profound and so healing, right? So I would say one of the most important ways to get the serotonin is to, you know, go for a walk, or definitely do something outside where you can just, you know, increase that energy. So yeah, so like, you know, let's look at, so the 7 days, we touched on a lot of things. It is the micro of the macro of our 30-day program, and then we also have a 90-day program where we do one season. So let's say the next one is going to be March 21st. So springtime is coming up, and it's also liver season. It's an amazing time to actually activate a program. So the one that we have is going to be 90 days, where we cover, instead of it being like 10 days bodies, 10 days mind, 10 days spirit, we're going to really dive deep into the body for 30 days, and then mind, and then spirit. So it's going to be a big program, and we do have it live and interactive like this. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with everybody. And then the next one is the holistic rhythmic living program, where it's a whole year. It's a 365-day, working with the 4 seasons, working with each organ, working with the dosha part of each, like we're moving from, like I said, vata to kapha, and really getting a deeper understanding of rhythmic living, and also including the moon, the full and new moon in there, and how we're affected by a lot of things, right? But the more we know ourselves, know thyself, love thyself, heal thyself, feel thyself, and be thyself, that's how we awaken. We awaken all those different aspects of us. And we're multi-dimensional. There's so many levels and layers to us. It's you know, and then we start to awaken and learn different things. And there's another layer that comes like, oh, I didn't even know that about myself. And just like our deep conversation we had earlier about the, you know, soul, source, soul, self, service, and then that's living a sacred life. But then we're at the point where, you know, like I loved our conversation about the book of our life. This is who we are. What chapter are we at? And now that we have the consciousness and awareness to have a soul level of this avatar, can we rewrite our book? Can we change some chapters? Can we change some things around? We can rewire our mind. So why can't we rewrite our destiny? Or is it in the stars? Is our destiny in the stars? I love thinking about that. I love discussing that type of stuff, you know? So there's so many layers and levels to this. So we're on the awakening journey. We're part of the great awakening. Our souls chose to be here at this time in this space and dimension. And it's a profound time. So knowing ourselves is key, but knowing the multiple levels and layers of us is profound. There's so much to us. There's so much magic and wisdom in these beings that, you know, we're taking it to a whole other level. So thank you for being part of the class. And I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed the 7 days of just kind of, we kind of compacted a lot into this, you know, little 7-day snippet. But, you know, I think that we need each other and to have something that can help us stay consistent, you know, stay disciplined, you know, getting up in the morning and coming and doing this program really sets your whole day up. First, I know that I look forward to these classes. And I know that we have in the past when we've done our classes, it's like the students have said, it just makes your day feel good. We're connecting with people of like mind. We're getting in our body, we're getting in our mind, we're getting in our spirit. We're like feeling that our emotions are like clouds. So we become more powerful when we really take on awakening ourselves. And so we can show up better for not only for ourselves, but for our community and our soul tribe, right? So I'll be sending more information down below. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. If you want to do a health assessment, and you have some questions about your health, we had a whole bunch of people fill out the health assessment, so we can go ahead and have a connection when you're ready. And yeah, I look forward to working with you. And our next program is going to be on, so that the new year, the Chinese New Year is on Sunday. It's 22nd. Is that right? Yeah. Next Sunday. Yeah. And then the program is we're going to start it on the 23rd. So that's a Monday. We're going to start the next 30-day program. So it's going to be January 23rd until February 21st. And then we're going to go for the 90-day program. So it's going to be every day. I think we're going to be doing it from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I know some of you are on the East Coast. So it's going to be recorded. So if you do want to, you know, if you can't make the class, then you can always watch the recording. Everything's going to be on Telegram. So it's a great portal for having conversations and connections. It's a private group. There's an open thread. Our group that we had, our last one, it was just great. We had an amazing communication between all of us. And it was really great to be part of that. We learned so much. And then everything's on there. You can ask questions to the fellow team members and you know, have inquiries or things that you're thinking about. It's such a great portal and playground to have for the journey, right? So I don't know if you have any questions. You know, that Telegram was a good platform, right? That we use. I really enjoy using Telegram. So yeah, you have to put it on your phone, and yeah, I have it on. You can have Telegram on your computer as well, which is great. So you can access it there as well. But it's just all the documents, like we share about the iodine, and we share about, you know, coffee enemas and all the different diet, like Vata, Pitta, Kapha, everything's on there. You can always just refer back to the Telegram. So that's the platform we use. So it's great. I like it. It's awesome. So I hope to see you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to do the health assessment, I'll put that down below. And hopefully we'll see you for the 30-day program that starts January 23rd. The new year, Chinese New Year, Year of the Rabbit. It's going to be a good one. It already is a good one. It's already happening, right?
Yeah.
So thank you for being part of this journey. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for putting it on.
Yeah. Well, have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye for now.